Stadium for a super club, truly one of the iconic buildings of 21st century sport, the Allianz Arena. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not...
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Good clearance and very necessary. Looking for space out wide. Dembele. Dembele proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Fabian Ruiz. Timely intervention. Hoists it forward. Looking to break out here. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Dembele. Well played, he saw that coming. It's been a rather gentle affair so far. Cuts it out. Gets it back. Mbappe. Mbappe! Fabian Ruiz tries to get it forward quickly. What a throw in. Perugia yet to have a shot on target. Rabiot tries running with the ball at his feet. Forward it goes. He's through the middle. Away from immediate danger. Dinks one in. This has gone, that's a foul. No, that's not the ball he wanted. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Mbappe, and here's the chance to counter. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. It's come loose. Referee has just said play on. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Mbappe, great strength, too strong for his opponent. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And that has been clubbed away. Dembele, brought forward. What does he try from here? Gets it back. Rabiot takes the long option.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Fabian Ruiz, and help's available out wide. Looking for a decent ball in. And it's been taken straight back. Little doubt, that is a foul. And back to base. Rabiot. He's pinged one through here. He's gone for it! And this could be the final action of the first half. Strong punch. And it's hoisted clear. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Perugia head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Fabian Ruiz. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Fabian Ruiz. He's got options out wide. And it's corner. And it's been taken short. That's on the chance! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's played forward. Mbappe. Good idea, just poorly executed. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Finds himself eased off the ball. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
And here's Dembele. And it's Rabiot. He's in, short, shoots! Tries to get it forward quickly. He's had a look. Corner. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. He's had a go! It's there!
All goals are welcome, but when they come at a time like that, they're priceless. Oh, what a cracking goal! But
oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim? Well, no question that's a foul. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And help's available out wide.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And that has put paid to that. Mbappe!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
France have it back and they can go again. That's put paid to a promising move. Dembele. It's Dembele! It's anyone's ball. And he heaves it forward.
Perugia have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Dembele has got himself a free kick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. 2 changes being made right now. Conte. Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Conte with a delicate ball cut out in the nick of time. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Always in the balance, and in the end, 1 goal was enough. They are narrowly... So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. Truly, this is a remarkable stadium, the Allianz Arena, a symbol of... He's gone for it! Great effort, but no way through. Okay. Mbappe is the guilty party there. Ruben Dias. Mbappe. Here it is, he's gone for it! It's broken loose. Can he deliver? Rabiot. Foden cuts it out. He gets past his man. He's had a goal! Well, that is rather wayward.
Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Ruben Dias. And it's Kovacic. Out for a throw. Into the box. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Tries a shot! Rabiot tries running with the ball at his feet. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, they could have had a bit more joy earlier if they'd varied their game and played a longer ball forward. I think this is looking much more promising now.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Kovacic. Forward it goes. Ruben Dias does well there, alert.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Goes for goal! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And that's been levered clear. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Hernandez. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe. Ake with the slide tackle there. Has a hit! Thinks he's got rid of that. Whistle's gone, that's foul. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Yet another dead ball chance. And here's Rabiot. And it's Rabiot. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Rodri. Hernandez. Hoists it forward, looking to break out here. And the first 45 minutes are up. Both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we're already back underway here. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. That's a foul in a dangerous area. Mbappe. On the play, and it is a goal kick. Rodri loses. Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Rodri, Foden, Kovacic, Ake, Kovacic, Ake, that's surely a foul, free kick. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who's he going to be aiming for here? No, not quite.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Rabiot. Mbappe with a delicate ball. Crosses in a low one. With his head, but couldn't steer it in.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
This is gone, that's a foul. Manchester can make their change now with a break in play. It's going to be a double change then. Now it's Rabiot. Bernardo Silva plays it forward. Rodri gets it back. Goes down, but nothing given. Dembele looks to get on the end of this. And it's played forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Foden. Out to the left it goes. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Hoists it forward. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Dembele.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rabiot drives it forward, going through. In for a hefty challenge.
France merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Dinks one in. Tries to get it clear.
France showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Oh, it's Dembele. Battles to win it back. Mateus. Bernardo Silva.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Mbappe got a sight of goal here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. Tells you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim.
Manchester certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. It's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And the weighted pass. Oh, good interception. He's managed to get that all wrong. Hernandez gets wrestled off the ball. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Hernandez. Rabiot. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Hoists it high. Kovacic goes looking. Foden. It's been a rather gentle affair so far. Plays it out to the flank. Oh, some tackle that. Manchester getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Pumps it into the area. He's gone for it! Tried the volley, but no.
Kovacic really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
through to the goalkeeper. And it's played forward. Mbappe. Rabiot. That intervention was very necessary. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Decent looking ball. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Ruben Dias. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Played into space out wide. He's left his man. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There aren't many who'd be prepared to wind up a shot from this far out. Manchester can make their change now with a break in play. Mbappe. Stones gets rid without sophistication. Has a goal! Goal! France! First blood drawn. Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and...
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And it's Rabiot. Shapes to shoot! It's in! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
France take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And that's put paid to a promising move. That could spell trouble. Dinks one in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Stones. Play for a throw. Foden. Going back to the keeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. There's the whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak.
when you're not only losing but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
So we're already into the second period.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Mbappe! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Rodri hoists it forward. Foden. Ake. Ake. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? And he's cut it out. Hernandez. France are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Cuts it out. Mbappe. It's a loose ball. Cleared without complication. Manchester have it back and they can go again. Ruben Dias. Stones. Forward it goes. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. And the shot! Bernardo Silva. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Fence has got rid of that. Stones. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Rabiot. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Hernandez. Well, they're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Quick glance at goal. And that has been clubbed away. Good running with the ball, can they build on it? Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva! Plenty waiting in the middle. Whipped in. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Bernardo Silva. The referee's awarded a free kick.
I
just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. In it comes. Cleared away. Bernardo Silva. Has a pop! No mistake! Right back in the game! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy. Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Two minutes to be added on. And there goes the final whistle. Terrific contest. It might easily have tipped either way. The margins are tiny. Just a goal in it. Sadly, that's all it takes. Manchester really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, they were up against it, but these players can take heart from what was a worthy response. There was no sign at any stage of the towel being thrown in. So positives can be taken, Peter, even in defeat.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Out to the left it goes. He's off on a marauding run. Oh, good interception. Foden. Rodri. Hernandez. Hernandez. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Battles to win it back. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. No complaints about that challenge, robust but fair. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Going through. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And that's been won straight back. Rabiot. Ricken.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
Goes for goal!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Enough try.
Now there is one relieved goalkeeper. He was helpless.
Ricken looks to thread it through. He's got options out wide. He gets past his man. It's being played forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Can he find big chance? Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Manchester take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned.
Has a hit! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, his reaction to that was ultra sharp, Peter. His anticipation is in fine working order.
Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Ricken. Foden gets it back. Plays it out to the flank. Manchester are in control here on the brink of half-time. Rabiot. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rabiot. Good clearance and very necessary. France get it back again. Mbappe, chance! There is the half-time whistle. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Manchester are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Manchester ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Foden. Ricken. Rodri. Finds... looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Manchester presented with the perfect chance here to open up their lead. Foden, ready to try one. And he's going to Rex. That's great strength on the ball. Shapes to shoot! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways or this referee could soon change his status.
It's on a plate and the shot! They've done it! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one.
So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. We are in this super stadium for a super club, truly one of the iconic buildings of 21st century sport, the Allianz Arena. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the...
And the finish! There it is!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
France didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Ricken gets wrestled off the ball, tries to dink it in, could be thinking about a shot here, and the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe certainly did his part with a lovely pass, and unfortunately the loveliness ceased there.
Ricken. Manchester are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Lovely bit of skill. Foden. It's out for a goal kick. Manchester scored early, of course, and the score is 1-0. Ricken. Foden gets into some space. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. There's the through ball. Mbappe gets away from his opponents. Oh, shooting chance! Danger averted for now. Foden, looking for space out wide. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Decent progress down the left. Mbappe. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Foden. Could move up a gear here. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Dinks one in. He's gone for it! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Comes under pressure, and it's come loose. Donnarumma can hoist it clear. Tries to get it forward quickly. Here it comes. Up to meet it! Clears it out of harm's way. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. There's the half-time whistle. There we are, off they go for half-time. They did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Manchester come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting. There's certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. And it's Rabiot. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he? Yeah, and it's a good opportunity to level it, and they have several in this team who can take this.
Mbappe tries a shot! This could fall anywhere! Rabiot. Mbappe! Oh, taken with style! They are right back in business! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a bullet was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
He's through, now is he in? Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And it's Rabiot. Good ball, it's found its target. Chip through, hits one! Goal! France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his...
Going for goal! Goal! They have come roaring back! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the...
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Looks to clip it forward.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Kovacic. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Hoists it forward. Rodri has been caught there, it's a foul. There's going to be another change here. A really good feat. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Now a chance to break. Dembele. And the shot! Goal! France! Into the lead once more.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
France got themselves into the lead. And he heaves it forward. Bernardo Silva. Can he deliver? And he's there to cut it out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Out again for a throw-in. Knocks one in. And he's there to clear it.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Played back in.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Kovacic. Kovacic spreads it towards the left. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Forward it goes. And the counter-attack is on for France. Marsh. Hernandez plays it forward. And the flag has stayed down. Gets on the end of it. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Manchester may have thrown this away at the death. Donnarumma looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. And that's a poor pen.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And it's played forward. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester have some soul-searching to do here. Having been in apparent control, they have allowed it to slip away. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. And we're underway. Ricken. Rodri. Foden. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Good running with the ball, can they build on it? Ricken. Over to the left. And he's on a charge. This is quite a run and he's not done yet. Can he deliver? Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. The ball's loose, and he's after it. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Trout shoots! It's a goal!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So, a breakthrough already. Foden, out to the right. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Manchester are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Has a hit! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's got it on the right now. What's on? And that should be the keeper's. Rabiot. Good challenge, excellent challenge. You can get that clear. Gets wrestled off the ball. Hernandez. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Ricken. Foden. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Now it's Rabiot. Out towards the flank. In with the challenge. Ricken. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Hernandez gets it back. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rodri. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Brings it forward. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Hernandez, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Well positioned to make that interception. And back to base. Ricken. There's the whistle for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The referee did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Manchester for the just shapes to shoot! They've done it! France are back on level terms. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Hernandez tries to get it forward quickly. Ricken. Foden. Timely intervention. Defending of the desperate variety. Forward pass. Rabiot battles to win it back. Mbappe goes up and over. France are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and it...
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. tucked it behind for a corner kick. He's had a goal! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. Into the lead once more. Oh, that is out of this world. Terrific improvisation and execution. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And he's there to clear it. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva gets it out to the wing. Oh, that's neat. It's come loose. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Bernardo Silva. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Hernandez. France getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. He's got options out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And out to safety. Ball is over the line.
France are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter. France are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Kovacic, he gets past his man.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Tries lifting it over. That's a decent ball.
Manchester are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Hoists it forward. Dembele. And that has been cleared.
France have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
It is just a question of running down the clock now.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. He's got away. It's one! Really well taken goal. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Ball's out on the left now. Chance! And he heaves it forward. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and
Shapes to shoot! Marvellous goal!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on, this could be rather exciting.
Donnarumma did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
I might sound a little harsh here, but the keeper, I felt, could have done a better job in ensuring that ball didn't go back out into the danger area.
Manchester didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Rabiot. He spotted the run and played him through. Goes for goal! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Mbappe sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
And that's been levered clear. Mbappe! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Manchester are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, the task is obviously a lot tougher, and they can't afford to waste time feeling sorry for themselves. The correct response is greater focus and work rate now, and especially avoiding another goal.
Defence has got rid of that. Just brushed off the ball there. Manchester are behind here, despite their domination of possession. It's got through and...
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
It's come loose. Ricken. He's lifting it over. Out of play for a goal kick. Played towards the front men. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Ricken. Rodri. Foden. He's made sure that that won't get through. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. He's making a real surge on the left. That is terrific skill. Now a chance to break. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's come through. Plays it back. Attempts to play it through. What a throw in. He gets past his man. Shoots! In it goes! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think 2 keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind 1. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Rabiot. Rodri. Ricken. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Cuts it out. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
We're already back underway here.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
And now the breakaway. He goes long. Donnarumma gets rid without sophistication. Mbappe. Donnarumma deals with it effortlessly. Foden. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Is there any support? He might not need it. Hoists it forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Ball's out on the left now. Rabiot tries to stroke it through. Foden tries to get it forward quickly. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Back to the keeper and try something new. Manchester have a free kick.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. It's going to be a double change then. Oh, great ball! Up to meet it! It's there! Just one goal in it now! Game on! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
It's a loose ball.
Manchester are definitely going about this the right way.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Off the canvas, and that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Hernandez. Conte. France don't have many options. That's surely a foul. Free kick. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Conte. And it's got through. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a great ball. It's broken loose. Big chance. Oh, that's incredible. And that may just do it. Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back.
And the referee brings it to a close. A fine advertisement for attacking football, a really entertaining game. So many talking points. In a way, a shame anybody had to lose. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you. And we're underway. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. It's the through ball. It's a great... Oh, shooting chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Foden. Massive leap! He's done it!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. So, a breakthrough already. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Hernandez. Rodri gets it back. Manchester are already ahead, the perfect start.
What a good start to the game. I think their play has been fast and inventive, and this is a fine example of early intent. They've begun as they mean to go on, and another goal is on the cards.
And back to base. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. It's a fabulous position. Shot at goal! It's in! France are back on level terms. Donnarumma did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
France grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, that is asking for trouble. So midway through the first half, and it is a tight old tie. The referee's awarded a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
That's a good ball to Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class weight.
To hoof it away. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Driving on, a real charge here. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And it's played forward. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Mbappe just brushed off the ball there. Shoots! He's got away with one there. Tries to get it clear. Looking for goal! Oh, that is an awful miss.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Forward it goes. Foden is onto it and can take it up. Lovely bit of skill. He's gone for it! Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's been taken short. And it's hoisted clear. Hits one! Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Foden. And the through ball is intercepted. Tries to get it forward quickly. Rodri. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Nicely controlled. Time to deliver. Right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Now, power or placement? Saved it! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Timely intervention. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. if you're a fan from either side.
Mbappe! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And the weighted pass. Rodri attempts a clearance. Mbappe. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Rabiot. Can he dig it? Has a hit! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's made sure that that won't get through. Mbappe.
France have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious.
Oh, real has a pop! He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Marsh. Hoists it forward. Kovacic with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
And here's Kovacic. Has a go! This could fall anywhere. And he heaves it forward. And it's Bernardo Silva. Tries to stroke it through. Going for goal! He scored! And they get themselves in front! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Manchester take the lead.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Chance! Conte.
keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's left his man. Lovely bit of skill there. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Manchester are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
And here's Dembele. Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! And the lead stays intact, just.
That's a great response though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. And he's there to clear it.
France are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit.
And he has been fouled there.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best. France are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Done very well to intervene. Bernardo Silva has got himself a free kick. Mateus tries to get it forward quickly. Bernardo Silva.
Manchester certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
And they've been caught out here. Almost there, and the players can feel it. That's clear cut, that's a free kick. And that has been cleared. Deftly done. The whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And that will be the final act. Manchester have held on. A knife-edge game, a single goal margin, and they have won it. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back that up with an early goal, it just energises everybody, the whole performance, and I think they were certainly more fluid as a result of the early goal.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. So it's down to business here. Ricken. Foden. Played into the middle. Overhit and out of play. Rabiot. Rabiot. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Hoists it forward. Ruben Dias. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Foden. And it's Rabiot. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Now the counter. And now they can launch a counter. Mbappe. Hoists it high. It's got through to him. Tries a shot! Mbappe. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Foden proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. And here's the chance to counter. Mbappe is onto it and can take it up. Oh, the ball's come loose! Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Mbappe. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Ricken. Ruben Dias. Ricken. Tries to get it forward quickly. Has he picked him out? Gets the better of his man. It has goes for goal! It's broken loose! And that'll be the last act of the first half. So the other team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Reflections on the first half?
Manchester have been playing relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement, and the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're underway again.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on. Foden.
Ricken. Forward it goes. Rabiot. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And they've been caught out here. Gets away from his opponents. Going for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Foden is there, and he can get that clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Foden.
He gets past his man. He's had a go! And it's played forward.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Plays it out to the flank. Played back in. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he's surging through. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Timely intervention.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Not offside that time. Conte. And back to base. Going through. And that has been clubbed away.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation.
Mbappe has a shot! And in it goes! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yes, the turn and finish is to be admired, but...
And there goes the final whistle. Well, it's ended in defeat and frustration. They just didn't get the breaks. No reward for a very genuine effort. It is a hard one to take, this. Your reflections then, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining. And a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. So it's down to business here. Hoists it forward. Has a goal! Could fall kindly.
Manchester have been the more adventurous for me and productive, and now they have to add that clinical bit.
Foden. Ricken. Rodri. Ricken. Forward it goes. Now surely. Defence has got rid of that. He's got it, and he's got time. Cleared without complication. He's made sure that that won't get through. And it's played forward. There's a long ball, and help's available out wide. It is a corner. And he heaves it forward. Has gone out. Mbappe. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He gets past his man. He's still going. Where to next? And they've been... And a header! This could fall anywhere. And he just whacks it away. Done very well to intervene. Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, he's found him in space! Goes for goal! Hernandez can hoist it clear. Ruben Dias. Ricken. Plays it over to the other flank. Ruben Dias. Mbappe provides an outlet. Looking to break out here. Gets the better of his man. Mbappe. It's anyone's ball. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Oh, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Mbappe has a shot! Goal, France! Donnarumma did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
That's just great play, Peter. A textbook example for any wannabe footballers out there on position.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, who knows, Peter? It may turn out to be a pivotal moment when we're reflecting back.
Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Nicely measured pass. Going through. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. He can get that clear. Ruben Dias. Foden. Out to the right. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. He's got away. He's left his man. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Gets good distance on it. There's the whistle for half-time. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. To review the first half.
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Already up and running for the second half.
Manchester can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere. Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Rodri. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
He's found his man. Shot at goal! It's broken loose. Mbappe. Chance to break. It's got through to him. Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Rabiot. And it's Rabiot. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! France! And they're back in front!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. France go into the lead. Surely a shot. Has a hit! They've done it! What remarkable powers of recovery! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Gets away from his opponent. Oh, good ball. Great leap! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's come loose. He gets past his man. It's a brilliant interception.
Manchester merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Mbappe hits one! Goal! France! And they get themselves in front! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Well, this is what we're going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Just brushed off the ball there. Bernardo Silva. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Manchester get it back again. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And it's Bernardo Silva.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
He's left his man. Dembele. That's a foul. Good decision for the referee.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Deep into stoppage time. That'll be a throw. And that is that. Manchester lose by the odd goal. It could have gone either way, but that is no consolation. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin, and goodbye from us. And that gets things running. Ricken. Ruben Dias. And it's played forward. Well read, he sorted that out. Gets good distance on it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's a goal kick. Referee's given a throw. Rabiot. Mbappe!
Oh, and things were shaping up very nicely there after the little drop of the shoulder.
Rodri. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Well positioned to make that interception. Played out to the right. Manchester, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Looks to thread it through. That'll be a throw. Hernandez battles to win it back. Rabiot. Real chance! Oh, the ball's come loose. And it's Rabiot. Rabiot. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Hits one! Same again, same outcome.
France really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Rodri. Tries to get it forward quickly. And now they can launch a counter. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Done very well to intervene. And a goal kick. Rabiot. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Rabiot. And he heaves it forward. Plays it out to the wing. That intervention was very necessary. Marsh. Ball. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team has broken through. It's certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So your views on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're already back underway here. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Ruben Dias. Foden. Rodri. He's got the ball, he's got the space. And that's been levered clear. He's made sure that that won't get through. Foden tries to stroke it through. Tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Hoists it forward. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's had a shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, it was just some wayward passing that let the opposition in then, and I have to say, a very lucky escape. You lose it there, you expect to be punished.
Manchester are making a change now.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Chance! Mbappe! And he's cut it out. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's got options out wide. Good challenge, excellent challenge. You can get that clear. Mbappe. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. That's a throw. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Well played, he saw that coming. Forward it goes. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Dembele. Shapes to shoot! Rodri. It's Bernardo Silva. Cuts it out. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gets the better of his man. France are in search of their winner.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bernardo Silva.
Manchester showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Come back to the keeper. Hernandez.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Out for a throw. Conte. That is Conte. Conte. France have to get it into the box and quickly. Mbappe! This could fall anywhere. And that is that. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. How would you summarise? Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. We are in this super stadium for a super club, truly one of the iconic buildings of 21st century sport, the Allianz Arena. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully...
Goes! Oh, taken with style! Jimenez. Koke. Up for a throw. Longley. Koke. Griezmann hits one! Goal! Pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
France trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Just brushed off the ball there. And it's Griezmann. And he's gone for it! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time! Simplicity itself.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Longley. Griezmann. That's sprayed out wide. He's left his man. Lovely bit of big chance!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Rabiot tries to get it forward quickly. France getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Rabiot. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Longley. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Griezmann unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's played forward. Looking to break out here, and he's surging through. Koke with a really impressive run, which nearly went the whole way.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
And they've been caught out here. It's a loose ball. Oh, managed to get it away. It's going to be the final action of the first half. Do it back in the first 45 minutes.
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
It has been a remarkable contest. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Rabiot. He's come loose. And the counter is on. Gets away from his opponent. Shoots! And for a moment, time stood still. Defence has got rid of that. Koke cuts it out. He's off on a marauding run. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. France looking to change the direction of the game here. Going for goal! Off the post! Oh, that's a fine challenge. It's a very good... Yeah, he's fouled him there. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Longley. Hoists it forward. Ball is over the line. This could... And the finish! That's a terrific save from the keeper.
Dembele really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Away from immediate danger. Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Going through. Slid it through.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
France making another change here. Dembele. And it's played forward. Rabiot. Oh, he's in! He's had a shot! Jimenez. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. That's a promising ball. Mbappe. It's got through to him. Rabiot. Now shapes to shoot! Jimenez tries to get it forward quickly. Lookman proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. He's through. It's a good run, that. Great timing. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And that's a throw. Plenty waiting in the middle. Hoists it forward. And they win it back again. Conte. Thiago. Gonzalez. Kante battles to win it back. And here's Dembele. Longley is the guilty party there. Mbappe. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Gonzalez. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Brings it forward. Mbappe. Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision. Struck first time. And that's that. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them. The result followed inevitably. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of the match, and if you can back that up with an early goal, it just energises everybody, the whole performance, and I think they were certainly more fluid as a result of the early goal.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goal.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Longley. Mbappe. And now they can launch a counter. Gets it back. Rabiot. And it's Rabiot. Finds himself eased off the ball. Griezmann with good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Out to the right. It's got through to him. It's a fabulous position. And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
They've played it short. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Rabiot is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
It is another opportunity. And the follow-up! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Just brushed off the ball there. Quick glance at goal. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do, to get them off and running. And he's buried it! 1-0! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, and he smashed it right down the middle. It was just as well the keeper didn't hold his position.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
And it's been taken short. Coquet tries header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Hernandez. Rabiot. And it's played forward. A buccaneering run from the defender. That intervention was very necessary. He's got options out wide. Griezmann. What a has a pop! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks the harder thing to do.
Forward it goes. It's a loose ball. Played out to the right. It's Rabiot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Oh, real danger here. So who's he picking out? And help's available out wide. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Ball through needs to be good here. Gets the ball. Oh, shooting chance! It's missed, but by that far. Towering header! Rabiot. Jimenez does well to read it and intercepts. He's left his man. A heavy challenge. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now a chance to break. Tries a shot! Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? He's got options out wide. Hernandez gets good distance. And we've reached half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Longley. Koke tries to get it forward quickly. It's on a plate. He goes for goal! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Tries lifting it over. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Koke. France are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Now it's Koke. And the shot! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
He's got options out wide. Gets away from his opponents. Mbappe has a shot!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Defending was strong and firm. Hernandez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
It's come loose. And that's been won straight back.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Jimenez. Hoists it forward. Rabiot tries to get it forward quickly. Plays it out to the flank. He gets past his man. Has a hit! It's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. France get themselves a 2-goal cushion. Hits one! He scores! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
He's gone for it! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Thinks he's got rid of that. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And it's played forward.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Hit long and direct.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Good take. Going for goal! And in it goes! Dying minutes, and we're all square again! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Has a hit! It's bounced out! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. There's the whistle. Longley. Coquet. Forward it goes. Rabiot. Griezmann gets it back. And it's Koke. Rabiot battles to win it back. Mbappe. Right through the middle. Has Has a hit!
Oh, I like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
Shoots! A real chance and a real let-off. Longley. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Mbappe.
Mbappe really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Mbappe. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
There's the shot! Longley. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still... Rabiot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And it's Griezmann. Gets the better of his man. Griezmann. He's gone for it! He scored! Terrible error, duly punished. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Longley gets rid without sophistication. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Griezmann going through, well positioned to make that interception. Rabiot. He's made sure that that won't get through. Griezmann. Has a hit! Ball's loose, who's getting there? Mbappe. Longley. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Jimenez. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. It's Griezmann! And the ball's come out! And it's Griezmann. Rabiot. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Longley. Jimenez. And the whistle goes for half-time.
There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0. Oh, it's caught in there, it's a free kick. Goes long. Cut out in the nick of time. Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's cut it out. And he's straight offside. Rabiot. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Has gone out.
France have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Hoists it forward. Play for a throw. And a shot! Loose ball, who's going to get that? And he has been fouled there. It's come through. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. And he's there to hoof it away. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Lookman tries to stroke it through. Away from immediate danger. And that's been won straight back. He's found his man. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Dembele gets on the end.